My student, the lesson today is coordinate plan. Coordinate plan. This movie to explain the coordinate plan.
We just need to start with its closest relative, the number line. You remember how a number line works, right? A number line starts at 0 and represents positive numbers as you move to the right and negative numbers as you move to the left.
Number line consists from in middle 0 and positive and
Negative.
yes, this number line.
And there's usually marks showing where each integer is along the way. Now imagine cloning that number line and rotating the copy counterclockwise by 90 degrees so that the second
This horizontal and also vertical in middle 0 and above upper positive and down is negative. Okay? This is also a number of lines. The intersection between horizontal line and vertical line, or intersection between two lines, it's called coordinate line. Coordinate line. Okay?
number line is perpendicular to the first, and they intersect at their 0 points. What we have now is a number plane. It's basically like a two-dimensional version of a number line, but that second dimension makes it much more useful. With a simple one-dimensional number line, we could show where various numbers were located along that line by drawing or plotting points. But no matter how many points we plot, they're always on the same line. But with the two-dimensional number plane, we can plot points anywhere in that 2D area, and that opens up a whole new world of possibilities. With the one-dimensional number line, plotting points was easy. You just needed one number to tell you where to plot a point. But with the two-dimensional number plane, you actually need two numbers to plot each point. These two numbers are called coordinates because they're the same rank or order, and they work together to specify the location of a point on the number plane. In fact, that's why the number plane is often referred to as the coordinate plane. It's the stage for plotting coordinates. Coordinates use a special format to help you recognize them. The two numbers are put inside parentheses with a comma between them as a separator.
This is called order pair. زوج مرتب. Order pair. The first part is belong to horizontal line, and the second part it belongs to vertical line. Yes, the horizontal lines is called x-axis. The line horizontal is called x-axis, and the vertical lines is called y-axis. Okay?
Yes.
The part 1 in the point. This is point. Order pair. زوج مرتب. This is point belong to the coordinate plan. Okay? One first is belong to x-axis. Yes. And the second part is belong to y-axis. Okay?
Yes.
So when you see 2, 5 or -7,
This is example. This is example. This is point order pair. Point belong to the coordinate plane. And 2 is belong to x-axis. X-axis. 0, 1, 2. Okay. And the 5 is belong to y-axis. Positive is above and negative is down. And x-axis positive at left and negative at right. Okay? 5 is yes, but right, left. 5 is belong to y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because it's positive, 5 positive. Okay? And this sample or the other order here Negative 7 and y-axis 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Okay? And the 3 is belong to y-axis. 1, 2, 3. The point is called order pair. Is belong to the coordinate plane. Point coordinate to the coordinate plane. Okay.
In comma 3 or 0, comma 1.5, you know you're dealing with coordinates. Okay, to understand how coordinates work, remember that our number plane is
Yes.
formed by combining two perpendicular number lines. From now on, we're going to refer to each one of these number lines as an axis. One of the axes is horizontal, like the horizon, which means the other axis is vertical, or straight up and down. And they're often called the horizontal and vertical axes because of that. But even more often, the axes are referred to by variable-based names. The horizontal axis is called the x-axis, and the vertical axis is called the y-axis. Why use variable names? Well, there's two good reasons. The first is that variable names are more flexible than horizontal and vertical, which relate to specific orientations in space that may not always be relevant. And the second reason is that each of the two coordinate numbers is actually a variable that relates to a specific position along one of the two axes of the coordinate plane. And since those variables are usually called x and y, it makes sense to name the two axes the same way. The first coordinate number listed will be called x, and the second coordinate number listed will be called y. And we're always going to list the numbers in that same order, x first and then y, so that we never get confused about which is which. In fact, coordinates are often called ordered pairs because they're a pair of numbers that are.
This point is called order pairs. Order pairs. زوج مرتب is belong to coordinate plane. Okay? This point, this point, this point, this point, this point, this point. Okay?
Yes, teacher.
Any point order pair is belong to coordinate plane. Okay?
Always listed in the same order. X value first, y value second. So if you have the coordinates 3, 5, that means x equals 3 and y equals 5. Pretty easy, right? But now, how do we actually plot these coordinates, or ordered pairs, on the coordinate plane? Well, the first number, and y equals 5.
Why draw the point order pair 3, 5 and the coordinate line? A 3x equal 3. 3 equal positive 3. Okay? This is x-axis because the first part is belong to x-axis. Positive 1, positive 2, positive 3. This is a 3. Okay. And y equal 5. We above 5 units. 1 from 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is point is 3